All right, important topic since almost nobody's getting ready for shows right now, very minimally, unless it's the Arnold. There's some really, really early shows, but most of us are in the off season right now. So what I want to touch back on, which I have touched on before briefly, is off-season cardio. A lot of you guys don't do it. Most of you guys don't do it. I never used to do it. But what I noticed is as I got older, once I hit 30, when you get into your 30s, your body is not as resilient anymore. You can't just have perfect blood work and perfect health without trying. Back in the day, listen, admittedly, I used to go out and party for fucking 2 days straight, and I'd wake up on the third day and be like, hey, I'm good, I'm fine. If I tried to do half a night right now, I would wake up and it would take me 3-4 days to recover. I haven't partied in many years, probably I think almost 4 years now, because I just don't want to wake up like that. My body doesn't bounce back like it used to. So if you're anywhere past your mid-20s, you're going to start to need to do off-season cardio. Now, you don't have to pretend like you like it. You don't have to be Mr. Hardcore Badass. Oh, I love training legs. First of all, if you love to train legs, you don't train legs. So same thing with cardio. Off-season cardio is not steady state. It's not lazy cardio. It's not to control your body fat. It may help control your body fat, but predominantly it's because we are pounding calories. We're eating lots of fats. We're eating lots of calories. We're putting on body weight. We're stressing our internal organs, and our internal organs need support. So here's something to consider. If you're not doing your hard cardio, you're not aiding your cholesterol. What happens is it kind of blows out the pipes with all the pressure constantly pushing. It dislodges some of that cholesterol. It helps lower your cholesterol. So if you're not doing your hard cardio, then you're going to have higher cholesterol. Higher cholesterol eventually leads to hardening arteries. Hardening arteries doesn't allow what? Vasodilation, which we all know we want. That's a big word. So now you're like, oh, fuck, I'm not getting vasodilated during the workout. Now I need to do my hard cardio. So I figured I would drop that little point in there so that you know you are not going to hold fullness, you are not going to get pumps, and you are not going to grow, and you're not going to deliver nutrients because nutrients are delivered through blood. And if your arteries are narrow, you're not getting as good a delivery. It's like a traffic jam. Then you are not going to grow to the best of your ability. Some days it's great to start your day out. Some days it's going to get your metabolic rate working, because it's not you are what you eat, it's you are what you process, digest, and absorb. So if you have your metabolic rate working, you are going to process and turn over more nutrients. By doing that, you are utilizing more nutrients. So this will help. Now, what type of cardio do you use? Now, me, typically, I like to do some client work on the low intervals between my high intervals, or during my warm-up, or during my cool-down. So I like to use the stepper. I don't like to bounce around on the elliptical. However, I feel the elliptical is much lower impact and less muscularly strenuous than the stepper. It's just I prefer the stepper, just simply because I like to get those things on. I like to do that, and I don't like bouncing around and jumbling around. But I do suggest the elliptical for all of my clients. You could bounce back and forth. If you're doing the seated bike, don't fool yourself. You're not really doing it. You can run on the treadmill. However, if you're a big motherfucker, you might get some injuries, you might get some tightnesses and tweaks. So I feel the best piece for high intensity interval cardio is going to be the elliptical. You want to do about 10 to 15 seconds as hard as you can go, followed by about 40-45 seconds slow, steady state. Let your heart rate come down a little bit, catch your breath a little bit, and then shoot it back up. The goal is to have the highest average heart rate throughout the duration, but we want periods where your heart rate is really, really, really pumping. So we want to get your heart rate at least over 145, preferably over 150, and really bang that for a little bit, and then let it come down. And what you're going to notice is throughout the cardio, it's going to slowly climb. You're not going to drop as low anymore, and then you're going to start shooting up higher on the intervals. But guess what? You're almost done, because you're only going to do about 15-20 minutes, and then you're not going to do any cardio after that. You're going to calm down, cool down. Don't rush to breakfast, because it works just like working out with your PNS and your SNS. You have to get rid of the fight or flight in order to rest and digest. So you have to let everything calm down. And not only that, let your metabolic rate carry a little bit. You're going to get a little bit of EPOC, excess post-oxygen consumption. So you're going to be burning more calories while your body tries to normalize and get back to baseline and calm down while doing nothing. So whenever I do my high intensity interval training cardio, what I like to do is I will actually not eat for another 30 to 45 minutes. I'll go shower, I'll go do some work, I'll lay my clothes out, I'll feed my dog, Boris gets his medication, and I'll just do other things until that point. And what you'll also notice is you probably get really hungry. So it's really easy to get meal one down. And blood glucose is going to be lower. So you're going to digest that meal one better. So I typically will do a bigger meal one, to help with the stress that I got from the high intensity interval training cardio on my muscles and my system, but also to recover. And then throughout the day, what you're going to notice is blood glucose is going to drop faster between meals. So you'll be able to eat every meal much, much easier. So this is beneficial on those days. I prefer it fasted. Doesn't have to be fasted. Doesn't have to be in the morning. Just do not do it around your workouts. You will ruin your workout period. So do it away from the workouts. I prefer it fasted first thing in the morning, get it out of the way, and set the pace for the rest of the day. But this is why off-season cardio is extremely important. Most of you aren't doing it. I know everybody's going to swear they do. They might tell themselves they do. I know you don't, but let's start.